let's get into the main event. The rematch, Dmitry Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. Barak, highly anticipated rematch, especially for hardcore fight fans. It exceeded expectations, in my opinion. I thought it was better than the first fight. Now, maybe because Bivol, he performed better.
Yes.
A lot of people are saying that Artur Beterbiev, towards the end of that fight, not so much faded, but wasn't as aggressive as he was in the first fight.
That's a fade.
Right.
No, not necessarily the first fight as he was in the earlier rounds.
Also,
Who cares about the first fight?
Also in the first fight towards the end of the fight.
Who cares about that?
Nobody cares about that. But I feel like every time somebody brings up the loser's, attributes in that fight, it's always taken, not attributes, his deficiencies always taken away from the winner. So when you're taking away the fact that Bivol was a better fighter that night and towards the end of that fight was better. Why are we blaming it on Artur Beterbiev and what he wasn't able to do? Because in other words, you're saying if Artur was as he was during the first fight, the first part of the fight, then Bivol wouldn't have won.
I don't know if anybody's saying that. Who cares? Like, first of all, we're not thinking about the first fight. We're thinking about you were looking really good. It looked like you hurt Bivol. You was backing him up in the early rounds. You faded, and it's okay to say he faded because he might have faded from getting punched. He might have faded from getting punched.
So who gets credit for that?
Or if it's your stamina, so what? Fighters win because the other fighter has bad stamina or not as good stamina, and it doesn't matter why you win.
That's part of the fight.
Right, so it's not taken away from Bivol's win.
This is the stuff I'm reading online. If Beterbiev would have been as strong as he was in the first part of that fight, I don't know why he wasn't throwing punches. Maybe because he didn't want to get countered, right?
And you have to get to the target. It's so hard to get to Bivol. Just like with Canelo, it's hard to get to Bivol. What did he say? He said afterwards, he said, I'm light. I felt lighter or something like that. That man is on his toes. Right. In and out, 1-2-1. Backing up. Back you up with that one afterwards.
And forget about the fight fans and what Twitter is saying and Instagram. Bivol won. There was no question about who won that fight. The right man got the decision. He was able to avenge his loss, reach his dream in becoming undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world.
Right.
Now, in theory, it would make sense for the trilogy to happen, right? One guy won the first fight, the other guy won the second fight, so you would think that it makes sense for those to fight for a rubber match for those guys.
Why are you even saying it like that? What do you mean in theory? They had two good fights.
Right. They had
trilogies next.
And it seems like Turkey, His Excellency mentioned it, fight number 3. I beg to differ.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
No, I care about the gentleman, the light heavyweight that just came off a big win against David Benavidez, who was in the building in Saudi Arabia for this fight. He was in there for a reason. He wanted to win out of those two guys. Now, listen, Artur Beterbiev is a Hall of Famer. He, obviously, in our era, was one of the hardest punchers in the sport. I thought those are two entertaining fights. But if you ask me, I care about Bivol versus Benavidez. Artur Beterbiev is 40 years old. Are you super excited to see the rematch between those two guys, or do you want to see Bivol defend his undisputed crown against the Mexican monster? Be honest.
I don't like the question. I don't like the question because you can't ask me what I'm super excited about. I'm more super excited about seeing maybe Benavidez fight Canelo. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not asking about Canelo.
Right, so it doesn't matter what I'm super excited about. It's about what makes sense. Hold on.
Get around the question.
Did I interrupt your stupid monologue right there, this freaking guy? So, look, it's not about what I'm super excited about. It's about Bivol lost, even though I thought he won the first fight. That's right. I thought he won the first fight. So Bivol lost. He gave him a chance. Beterbiev gave him a chance. He didn't have to fight.
It was probably on the, they were both champions.
No, doesn't matter.
That might have been in the contract.
Listen. He could have retired. You could retire. Beterbiev is old, like you said. He didn't really want to fight the second fight. He could have retired, but he gave him another opportunity. Just like Manny Pacquiao gave Marquez one more shot. Marquez knocked him out. Marquez ain't give Manny Pacquiao another opportunity. He left. So Beterbiev gave him an opportunity. Boom. Bivol wins this one now. It's only right. Hold on. Let me finish. Only your face is interrupting me. Your face is it's only right for Beterbiev for Bivol now to give him the opportunity.
Get your names right. So
come on, you said Bivol, so stop it. Now, it's only right to give Beterbiev another opportunity when he gave you an opportunity. And any other time we seen two great fights, we always want
Is there
a
an
trilogy.
asterisk on the first fight with the decision?
That's just opinion. That's my opinion, but that's just opinion.
It's your opinion. You feel Bivol won the
It's not an
first fight.
asterisk. I just thought he won. I could take
Anybody
the
you
decision.
talk to, most people that you've talked to about that fight, who do they feel won the first fight?
Nah.
Dmitry Bivol. Let's not beat around the bush. Stop it. Anybody we've had a conversation
There's people on my
with
Instagram talking about Beterbiev won the fight the other day. So it don't matter what people
Okay,
think.
that's because you got fake
It was
fans following you.
it was a very close fight, so it don't matter.
It wasn't very close.
The first fight was very close.
Was
You
close,
wildin'.
but it was a clear victor. In my opinion, it was Bivol. Great
Clear,
fight.
If it's close,
So,
it's not clear.
Listen,
If it's close,
the point
it's
is
not
that
clear.
most people you talk to about that fight, they feel that Bivol won the first fight. I'm saying all that to say that in reality, in my opinion, not officially, but I feel Bivol won 2 fights against Beterbiev.
So do I.
Beterbiev is 40 years old.
But it was a close fight, and
So
it
I
could have
want
went
to talk
either
to
way.
the fight fans. Let's be honest. I know we had 2 amazing fights, but if you could pick a fight to watch, would it be Bivol versus Beterbiev, number 3, or Bivol versus David Benavidez? Don't lie. And you know
That's
deep
not my
down
premise.
that that's what you rather watch.
That's not my, no kidding. But that's not my
Okay.
premise.
I rest my case.
You talking to me or the camera?
I'm talking to our fight fans.
That's not the premise. The premise is when you see 2 great fights, they deserve a third fight. That's it. Especially the guy that just gave up his belts. They deserve it. And then, wait, you can't even say who's better now. You can't even say who's better. They both won. They both won they both won 1 fight.
Okay.
Deontay Wilder and Fury got their trilogy. Come on, bro.
Sometimes trilogies don't always happen. I'm not saying that Beterbiev doesn't deserve a shot and the fight hasn't warranted a third fight. I'm not saying it. I'm saying the fight that the people rather watch, and it's against David Benavidez.
You sound like a casual because okay, I just want the biggest fight.
No, it's
I
not.
just want
I'm
the
talking about
biggest
the
fight.
matchup. The matchup.
But this in boxing, when you got 2 great fights, you're gonna have a trilogy, and that's it.
Whatever.
What if we never got Gotti and Ward and Mickey Ward? What if we never got?
All right,
that?
we get into old time fights.
It's a question. You're scared to answer.
No, I'm not.
What if we never got that?
What if? That's not a question. What if?
What if we never got that?
Give me a better question than that. What if?
All right,
If we've never got it, if we never got that fight, we've never seen it. We never watched it. That's it.
Boxing would have took a big blow. We needed stuff like that. We need trilogies. You need a nemesis in order to become popular in the sport. See how he just ignored that, right? Because he's scared. He lost.
No,
he lost that.
I won. I won
You lost
because
that.
he agreed with me.
You
so
lost.
I won. He
You
agreed
lost.
with me.